Hello.
Ooh, darkness. There we go.
Ooh, the light. The light comes upon us.
Because of me. See how the light came upon me?
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm looking at a picture Sandy has on her thing. I can bring it up.
The glare.
There you go. I don't know if you can see it. My mother's in the
It's
middle.
not focusing.
Well, it's too hard to do sometimes, but
Yeah, that was her favorite night dress. It's the only one she ever
wore it
wore.
all the time, yeah. And we were all there. Look at Suze was still there, and Pat was still there. Okay, that started on a sad note.
She's
She
depressing.
has it right there, so I can have
I
to look
see it
at
all the time. I just do it. I've been dreaming. I told you the other day that I dreamt about my dad, and I dreamt about my mom the other day. We were going to bingo, which I absolutely hate, and I've told the story before that if you ever go to bingo with my mother, if you tell her to buy the card first, she's going to win. But if you say, no, I'm going to buy the card first, she's still going to win. So,
She was very lucky.
but, and in my dream, she won. So,
No surprise there.
this is no surprise. Yes.
And that luck did not run down to any of us.
No, not one of us. Mary goes into the casino a lot, but I don't
Doesn't
think
mean
that
she's winning.
She said, like my mother would go and she'd take she'd bring $100, but then she'd hit the ATM and take like another $300 or $400 out. And when she'd come home, she'd say, well, I have my $100. She would never count the money she lost. She'd say, well, I won $100. No, you won the $100 that you lost, but you know.
We're not gamblers.
I'm not gamblers. I don't understand that concept.
It's very hard for me to part with my money that easily.
I just.
And I'm not very lucky, so
But I'll go to a Taco Bell and drop $10 down there.
I'll go to a craft store, a quilt
Yes,
store.
she's addicted. And I was telling her the other day that she's got to start dropping that chalkboard off and have that be happy or be whatever it is. When
I
they won
know.
the contest, she probably thinks, well, she probably just picked my
No,
name and
that
didn't
is
really
gonna
want me
be
to
it.
win.
No, it'll be up there eventually. But you know, we have busy lives, and if I thought I had a busy life, Audrey has even a busier. I don't know about busier, but she's just as busy. She has 2 little ones.
She could do that while she's sitting on the john.
Okay, Audrey. You could do that while you're sitting on the john.
You got to do something while you're waiting, so.
Yeah.
But we went with our couples dinner tonight. We went to China Moon, which is my favorite Chinese restaurant. We had the worst, absolute worst waitress ever. She was just terrible.
Usually I have the same ones there.
No, Sue's not there. She's on disability, so she only works part-time now. And I always get the almond chicken, but I always get the chicken in the white rice, and I get the gravy on the side because I'm not a big gravy eater. I like it on my rice. But and then when I got it, it was all clumped. Look on my daily vlog. I have a picture of it. It doesn't even look good. And trust me, it really wasn't that good. I don't think I had, but I'm not a big fan of refried rice. I forgot to ask for the white rice. So I probably had like maybe 4 forkfuls of that. And I probably ate 1 piece of the chicken, maybe 2, and that was it. I didn't even eat the egg roll, and I love the egg roll. But I ate my dinner roll, and no doubt about that. And then I had my cup of wonton soup and 1 Pepsi. So, just 1 Pepsi. But, and like I said, the waitress, when she brought the egg rolls, she didn't bring the plum sauce. Only one of us got plum sauce. There's 8 of us. Only 1 got plum sauce. And then you're supposed to get tea with your meal. And she brought out 1 pot of tea and 2 cups. There's 8 of us. So we had to ask for more cups. And then, what else did she do wrong? I don't know, she was just really bad. Oh, and then Jim, because Jim doesn't like Chinese, but he did go and he didn't complain. No, I was surprised. He ordered a hamburger and french fries. Now, who goes to a Chinese place and gets a hamburger and french fries? And so they brought him ketchup. So he said, well, do you have any mustard? And they said, yeah. So they brought him back like in a mustard, you know, those little plastic mustard containers. And so he put the mustard on. He took a bite and he was like he was on fire. It was wasabi. And we asked the waitress and she said, well, yeah, it's like a hot mustard. And he said, well, I just wanted regular. Oh, we don't have regular mustard. So he sent the hamburger back. So she was a little disgruntled about that. But, you know, I would never admit to him, but it really wasn't my most favorite meal ever. And that is one of our favorite places to go.
Good as far, because I'd eat
It's
it
far.
too
It's far from our house. Now, if you get a map out,
often. She'll give you another hint.
I'll give you another hint. But I mean, it was fun being with my, you know, my friends and stuff. And Sherry's under 200 pounds now. She's lost.
Very good. Wonderland, huh?
She's lost 68.5 pounds.
Wow.
So she's doing since July 14th. She loses weight fast, but she puts it on fast too. But you know what? When she loses it, she loses it. She's really good. And other than that, yesterday was Bertie's birthday, and she said they went up to Port Austin. That's a little ways from us. And she went for dinner up there somewhere. They'll get in the car and they'll just go for a ride and end up on the other side of the state. Just for, you know, like just to go for a ride. I'm not a big, and then I think she got a little insulted because she's trying to figure out some things to do and as couples. And so she planned something for the first weekend in August. They're going to go on a riverboat. It's like a 3-hour cruise, like the SS Minnow on Gilligan's Island. But, and you get dinner, and then there's music and dancing and, you know, whatever. So I said, yeah, I'll do that. That sounds like fun. And then she said, well, and then sometime, I think the second weekend in September, she wanted to go to Port Huron, which is a little ways from us, but not that far. And, to go for an old-time baseball game. I said, you can count me out. I'm not a big fan of baseball. I'll go to Sebastian's games and I'll go to Sophia's games, but I don't like baseball. It's just very boring. Like Sebastian's, they only played 2 innings. It started at 6 o'clock yesterday and they weren't done till 20 after 7. 2 innings. But other than that, so what's new with you?
Oh, I get to talk?
You get to talk now.
I thought this was maybe your weekly update or your daily update.
My daily. Make it short. We don't have a lot of time for you, just so you know.
No, really, that's fine.
No, go ahead.
Well, I kind of tell you everything in my daily vlog.
So do I, but you know, that
It
doesn't
doesn't stop you.
It doesn't stop me.
People are going to be like, okay, really.
I think when I go for my walks, they go, oh no, here she comes. Let's hurry up in the house. We don't have to talk to her. It's getting hot.
Getting hot. It was very hot today.
It's supposed to be muggier
I
tomorrow.
sprayed myself to death with a...
I don't spray myself.
Oh, it was a sunscreen. There was this little girl there, and she was adorable. She had white blonde hair. She was as white could be on her, well, when she started, on her face and everything. And then, and she had a really cute little jumper on, and I thought, you're gonna burn like a crisper. And by the time we were done, her face was completely red. I could have just punched that mom. So again, that poor child doesn't know to put sunscreen on. We always go with the hats. We always say, she should have a hat.
Yes.
My mother used to do that all the time.
Oh,
that baby needs a hat.
Bertie used to get so mad at me when I'd always say, but the kids need a hat.
Well, they do, and you should.
Yes.
And I've been trying to, you know, with Kylie, she's more conscious of it because she had a really severe burn one year. And it was in May that it had happened because people don't think it's not summer yet. But, you know, when you're fair skinned.
Because it was 85 today.
It was very hot.
Muggy.
Up in
We're
those
supposed to get
stands.
storms tonight.
Yeah. At least the track meet got in, but anyway. So, then I kept trying to tell Kylie, she was funny.
Oh, she left her jacket here.
She was rooting for her school because her school was versing Josh's school.
Oh.
They don't go to the same school. And in the race where Josh was racing, and he was on the relay team, and his team won, she was all bummed, and I go, oh my God, that's your brother, and he was running.
Who
But it
cares?
wasn't my school. You don't know anybody who's on your track team for your school. You know your brother. I can't get it in her head that she should be happy that his team won that relay. No. She was all mad.
She don't care.
It's like, okay, whatever. Anyway, and you see all kinds of people there. I just like to people watch. It's a fun thing for me.
That's why I like going to the mall.
I'm sure there were people watching me because I had on this outfit that it's really my walking outfit, but it's like a water wicking kind of like a, you know, and it was
That's
so
not
hot.
what you wore?
This is what I wore.
Oh, yeah, they looked.
Oh, they looked. I'm sure they did because it's shorts and it's like I could care less at this point.
Like we
I could care
said, you want us to stand and take a
It's
picture?
like really, I was going to make sure I was comfortable. But then when I got there, I thought, oh, I'm going to get burned like a crisper because my little tender arms were out. So I sprayed myself more than once. And then next to me was an old man. And I say that, he really was an old man. And he had this really big umbrella so that he wouldn't be in the sun.
Oh.
Which is a good idea, but then nobody could see around him.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
was a little bit rude. Like, oh, well, whatever.
When we used to do our sister trips, we'd always try to find someone that looked like our body build.
To go by, walk
we'd
by
run
them.
up and walk by them.
So we could
talk to
see.
them.
She always concerned herself with her butt.
Yes,
And
'cause
she
I
would
have a
say,
big butt. I do.
How's that butt? And I go, it's smaller. No, it's go. And she'd walk up there and.
Because all 3 of my sisters have flat butts.
Yeah, I don't have a big.
I got a booty butt, and I don't like a booty butt. I could be like a server, and I could put stuff on my butt and serve. You know, it's just.
You get what you get.
I know, no boobs, but a big old booty.
And I got the opposite.
Yeah, I'd rather have the big old booty. I would want boobs.
I don't know.
There was a time I wanted boobs. Now I don't care.
Oh, yeah, I could get rid of
mine now that they sag are perfect. So,
Yeah. I've
But-
always not been happy with.
but I mean, I could go without a bra, so that was nice. Now I have to wear a bra, so that's
And
not
I
so
make
nice.
her.
She does. She makes me.
A
Wear
bit.
it.
Oh yeah, turn around.
Oh, honey, get
Turn
a bra.
around.
Go back in the house.
Nobody needs to see that.
Yes, I figure I'm old. If they get turned on by a 65-year-old woman with dragging boobs,
I don't know if they're turned down. They're like, oh my.
like, oh my lord.
What are you doing?
Or even like Sue, and she'd say, "Well, I have a bra on." We'd say, "Oh, you need a new one." Hers are bad.
Yes. At the track meet today, I always tell you that people think I'm Josh's grandma. I did dye my hair, and I did that because for Josh's request, and I understood his whole thing. So when we were walking, I walked up to originally, and I wanted to check with Josh which races he was running in, because it doesn't always exactly the same, and I can kind of know when to get up and watch, you know, because you gotta stand up for the particular races. Unfortunately, I didn't get video today. Anyway,
Wah, wah, wah.
wah, wah, wah. But and so when I was up there, he was talking with this other kid, and I said, well, what races are you running in? And he told me, and I says, okay, so now I know. When I walked away, and as I was walking away, he says, who's that? He goes, that's my mom. I was so proud, because he could have said, I don't know who it was. And
Some lady
in
wanted to know
time
about the
past, he
races.
would have just said, hey, that's my grandma. I don't know that I've never heard him say that, but I would just think. And he goes, oh, the other kid, he didn't care, one way or the other. But I was proud, my little proud moment.
David lost his house key, so he walked over to the middle school and called me to go pick him up. And all winter long, he wore shorts and a t-shirt. Now it's 85 degrees, and I pick him up, and he's got sweatpants on, a shirt, and a sweatshirt. I don't understand
Not
it.
now. He's going to get burned to a crisp. He's over at my house right now, and they're playing basketball outside, and he has no shirt on, and he is white as a ghost, and he's going to get burnt. I said, David, put some sunscreen on.
I'll be fine.
Okay.
He's 15. He knows everything.
I told that to Josh when he came up, after that, he came up, and what did he want to ask? Oh, he wanted to know where his dad was, because Gary had to come work today, and then he was coming separate. So he was over there, and I says, here, put some sunscreen on. He goes, oh, okay. I was like, who are you? And where's my son? Because that's never, and he sprayed himself all over. Here, let me get the back of your neck. He hands me the, I'm telling you, I'm proud of him.
You know what? I think he might have had a clone there today.
I think so, because that's so not Josh. Trust me. He would be like, I don't need that, whatever. He tans very well, but nonetheless, you gotta.
He needs a
have
haircut,
sunscreen.
though.
Oh, he does need a haircut. I agree.
But that's the style.
It is the style. I don't like it. So that kind of thing, I kind of let it go, because there's other things I have to pick my battles, as they say, and that's just not a battle I need to worry about. But it does need to be cut, and if he ever said it, I'd be running to the place. He mentions it once we're out the door. Change his mind.
Yes.
Well, change his mind. But like I said, that's the least of my worries. Callie likes her shorter hair. She
It
said, I
looks
think I'm
cuter.
going to need to get it cut. I said, I think you're coming on getting it. Need to get it cut, so
It's not as snaggly.
snaggly. No.
Snaggly and snargly. I need a haircut because mine is getting heavy in here now. So I can look like a man again.
Mm-hmm. Sir.
Sir. Oh, this lady at Kroger's the other day, the cashier said, excuse me, sir, you can come over here. She says, I am not a sir. I am a woman. And he says, oh, okay, ma'am, do you want to come over here?
I don't really care. It's talking about that. 2 different people in the pool today. They came up and they said, there's a lady that works at Meijer behind the service desk that she is, I thought it was you. And I thought, oh, look, I got to go say hi to the lady in the pool. And they go up there and they said hi to them. And both of them, separate ladies, told me this almost exact same story today. And they said, hi. And they're like, hi, they don't know you. And she goes, you don't remember me. I'm in your class at the pool. And they're like, I don't go to the pool. And they really still thought it was me, even that close talking to them. Both ladies. So I got to go in there. I got to see what she looks like. Hopefully she's a pleasant looking woman.
Yes.
So,
There was one lady that was a lesbian couple that were fighting for the custody of their child, that they wanted to get married, and it was like an old rigmarole that they were suing the state because the non-birth mother couldn't adopt or whatever it was. But the one mother, actual birth mother, looked like me. And so people would say, oh, yeah, I saw you on the news. Remember that one that she had the really, really short hair and that?
Sorry.
I
try not to watch the news.
She doesn't watch the news. I watch the news all the time. I tape the news. So
I just like to catch the weather part, but they're never really accurate anyway. It was going to be storming at 4 o'clock, and I shouldn't even complain. Time out, I won't even say it. It's beautiful out.
It's nice out. But sometimes they say that and then it's downriver and then it rains down there.
Yeah. I'm grateful that it's not. I don't want to lose power. I hate losing power. I don't like it. Anyway, and where we live, we lose power a lot.
We lost power last Saturday. I even texted Denise because she
That
was
was
in
because of the down.
Yeah, somebody, he died.
Mm.
There was a car accident and they knocked out the whole pole. And so they knocked out a lot.
Mm.
A big, I would think, from...
Anyway,
and then over to there, and then over to here, and then way over to there. It was a big chunk.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's kind of scary. Just not, I mean, it's sad for that poor person that lost their life, but it's kind of scary that, you know, like how easily we can be affected. Like if there's terrorists. I always think.
Yes, because you will not ever convince me that when we had that big Eastern Seaboard
August
blackout,
14th.
August 14th,
It was my mother's birthday, I remember.
I remember that because
I was cooking a turkey in my
she was
oven.
cooking a turkey in her oven. And the reason she was cooking the turkey in her oven is because the night before, it was like 100 degrees, and Jim decided he was going to put some pavers in around the deck, remember? And then he got mad at the kids and started yelling at them, and I got mad and I left and I checked into a motel. I was so pissed. And
Oh, he wants to come on our
Jim wants
video.
to come on our video.
He likes
Oh,
coming on
we're-
our video.
You're filtering your pool as we speak.
Oh, okay.
Good job.
So I got to get my chemicals in there.
Alrighty.
But, so I went to a motel and I checked in for the night, and so Denise had to cook the turkey, and then we lost power, and
We didn't get to eat that turkey.
we didn't get to eat that turkey. Whereas if we would have been cooking it in my oven, it would have still stayed cooking because I had a gas oven. Yours, because it was an electric
Yeah.
oven, because when we lost the power.
Anywho.
So it's all Jim's fault.
Years ago.
I remember.
I don't know if you remember the whole grid, like a whole state.
The whole Eastern Seaboard, yeah. It was, and you know, they said it was just because the power grid didn't, it was right after
Yeah.
9/11, so.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I think that that's what's scary about life.
It's just, you know, I like it when you watch House of Cards and you see all the stuff that you're not supposed to know. I mean, I know it's just a fiction show, but it's just, and like Scandal, I'd hate to think that the president's going around jumping bed to bed like they do.
Well, I think they do. Well, not all of them,
But a good majority of them. But I just think that so many things are terrorist related and they just don't tell us. I'm grateful that I don't know, because I bet you there's an incident every day
oh, yeah.
that we just don't hear about,
I don't want to know.
and I don't want to know.
I'd like to live with my head in the
And if a
sand.
bomb ever came, I want them to hit right on my house.
Oh yeah, I don't want to be one of the survivors, because
No.
then you know what? I don't know how to make a motor, and I don't know how to do electricity, and all the things we know how to do. Yeah, I don't.
I need a flushing toilet.
Yeah.
I need water that comes out of
And
the
I
faucet.
couldn't eat what I need to eat in order to survive.
Yes.
So.
And I can't grow my own food.
I think the people around me would put themselves out of their misery, because I'd be crying all the time.
Like on Survivor, the tribe has spoken.
Yeah, they'd be.
You're out.
You're out.
Yeah.
I would think so. That's why I couldn't go to war. 'Cause
No,
I'm
I
sure
just-
I'd be out into that too.
No, I would never. I could never. No. No. I need a refrigerator. I need a TV.
All those things would be gone.
I need a computer.
Just think after 9/11 we had no TV. Remember that?
Remember when we did lose the power.
No, it wasn't from power. They just didn't have anything.
Oh, they
going
didn't have anything on. Yeah, that's
on the
true.
airlines, on the air.
Yeah, Denise and Don, or not Denise, Mary and Don were trapped in Las Vegas.
Yeah, so let's not talk about sad things. Let's
She never wants to
move on.
talk about sad
No, I
things.
don't. I want to live in La La Land. If I could be there, I'd be there right now. La 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 la.
She's in La La Land, trust me.
Good. Yep. Anyway.
Anyway,
Like this video. Comment.
subscribe.
And share.